EA Sports FC is due to release in September, but with the release of the new game, there's so many things that we need to talk about that's going to be coming. The main reason for this split is because the end of a licensing between FIFA and EA Sports. Unfortunately, the pair couldn't strike up another deal, and as a result, EA and FIFA have gone their separate ways. And in this video, I have got so many leaks about this game that you need to know. And if you want to build the best team possible in FIFA 23, make sure to go and buy some coins from Mule Factory. Use that code LE5CHEAP. EASPORTSFC is going to be the complete same as the FIFA franchise. The only thing that's going to be different is mainly going to be the name. So all of the game modes that are coming are more or less going to be the same. Career mode, online friendlies, pro clubs, VOLTA, ultimate team, they're all going to be the same. And if you want to win a copy of EA Sports FC, all you need to do is like this video, subscribe, and comment down below. Let's start off with the first leak. As it stands at the minute, all of the leaks that we've got are pretty limited. However, the first thing that I want to show off is this brand new card design which is going to be featuring in Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team is the biggest game mode in FIFA. It has got the biggest player base of any game mode in this game. But you already know what the card design looks like in FIFA 23, FIFA 22, or whatever FIFA it is. The card design is more or less look the same. But for EA Sports FC, this is going to be completely different. As you can see from this card design, it looks completely different from anything that we've had before. All of the stats are now on the card, and the overall shape is different, and how the players actually line up is completely different to anything that we've seen before. And I'll be completely honest with you, I'm glad that this is changing, because I feel like every single year, probably since about, I don't know, maybe like FIFA 17, FIFA 18, the cards on FIFA have looked pretty similar. And I think it's a good thing that things are going to be changing, because it's just something that's a new feature. It's not just going to be the same old thing. And again, with EA Sports being a completely different game, a rebrand is definitely necessary. I've been researching this video for a couple of hours. I've managed to find different interviews from people who are actually working on the game who say that this game is going to be a complete rebrand and nothing like we've seen before.
I think we've done a very, very good job. I had a great relationship over time with the FIFA organization, but now's the right time to be able to meet players' expectations where they are. We feel we can do that best.
So hopefully that means that this game is going to be completely different, but we all know that with FIFA that's not always the case. Let me know your thoughts on this new card design down in the comment section. Now, you might look at this card design and go, Mbappe looks pretty good here, or Ronaldo looks pretty good here, but did you know that there's going to be a huge change to the players that we can actually use in Ultimate Team, which is going to move me on to this next point. So the next leak that I've actually found is that women are now going to be featuring in FIFA Ultimate Team, and not just Ultimate Team as well. Women are actually going to be featuring in different game modes, including career mode, head-to-head, and pro clubs. Because from the research that I've done, I've actually managed to find that the women's leagues are actually included in the sort of landing page for EA Sports. They've not explicitly mentioned this, but if you have a look around, you'll be able to find it. So that means that you can now use women in career mode, pro clubs, Ultimate Team, but it also means as well that we are going to see for the first time ever, not just on a game, but in real life in general, mixed teams in football. So taking the example of Ultimate Team, you can now use women in your Ultimate Team squads, whereas before it was only ever been men. The only issue that I've got with this is how EA are actually going to sort of scale the attributes for these players, because statistically speaking, the fastest man in football is quicker than the fastest woman in football, respectively. So I don't know how this is going to work, whether it's going to be a case of, say for example, you've got one man and one woman, they can both be 99 pace, or maybe they're going to do it differently where they just do the stats different. I really don't know how this one's going to work. I wouldn't want to be in the middle of all this for EA Sports FC, because whilst women football is on the rise at the minute, I don't know if people are ready for this change in FIFA. I mentioned in that point about career mode. Now there's a new career mode change which is coming, which completely changes the game mode, and I'll be honest, it's probably going to get me playing it a lot more. So from some of the digging that I've been doing, I can actually confirm that online career mode will be coming to EA Sports FC. This has been something that the community has been crying out for years, and it was thought that it was going to be released in FIFA 23, because a few years ago there was a job posting to specifically work on online career mode from EA, and this was posted around FIFA 21, FIFA 22, and a lot of people were speculating that it would come in FIFA 22 or FIFA 23. Both of those games have now been and gone, and we're moving on to the next game, which is a perfect opportunity for EA to release this, and it's looking like the online career mode will be in EA Sports FC, meaning that you can take a career mode and play against your friends, different people online. One thing that I would absolutely love is if you could go into, say, like like the Premier League with the team that you're managing, say for example it's Liverpool, and then there's someone else controlling Manchester United, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham and whatever, and you're all competing in that league. I think that would be brilliant, but as it stands at the minute, there's not really too much else about this league specifically. I just know for a fact that online career mode will be coming, and for me as someone who predominantly plays Ultimate Team, it's probably going to get me playing career mode a hell of a lot more. I really enjoyed the competitive aspect to pretty much any game, and playing single player, don't get me wrong, it's good, but for me it's a bit boring, and I think just having that added element of a competitive mode within career mode is really good. And I also think as well that the more career mode players who strictly play career mode, if they experience the online mode, they may be then convinced to go over to say Ultimate Team, Pro Clubs, VOLTA. Again, it's just a much better way of doing things, and it'll introduce different players to new game modes. And speaking of new players going to different game modes, Pro Clubs is something that so many people have wanted updates to, and it has been neglected for years. Now, I love Pro Clubs. Honestly, I love Pro Clubs. If I didn't do Ultimate Team content on this channel predominantly, I would play it a lot. So for this next leak, it's going to be talking about Pro Clubs specifically. Now, this is a pretty broad leak, but I know for a fact that new features are going to be coming to Pro Clubs. Pro Clubs is going to be the most customizable ever, meaning that you're now going to be able to customize individual things. Now, the customization in Pro Clubs is pretty limited. It has been improved year on year, but time and time again, unfortunately, EA have let us down with what you're actually getting for Pro Clubs. There have been some rumors going around that there's going to be a weekend league style coming to Pro Clubs, or a division rival style, similar to that in Ultimate Team, where you would go through the divisions and get different rewards. With those rewards, you're then able to customize your pro, your team, and whatever else with the rewards that you get. Whether or not that this is going to be implemented, I'm really not too sure. This is a pretty broad rumor, but I know for a fact that things are going to be changing, and I feel like Pro Clubs is definitely in a place now where it needs changing as well, because for the past few years it really has been the same thing over and over and over again. And usually as well, at the start of the year, there's normally like a glitch where you can get like max levels, so there's not really too much to grind for anymore. But Pro Clubs is definitely going to be different, and hopefully, going back to that quote that I said from that interview, this is going to be pretty big. And speaking of pretty big, there are some new changes coming to Ultimate Team that you definitely need to know. So according to a leak from this Twitter account, there's going to be a new game mode coming in Ultimate Team called the Academy, which is basically like a new objective system where you can upgrade players in your Ultimate Team. Now, if you're an avid Ultimate Team player, you already know about this from previous FIFAs. Back in the day, we used to be able to get a card, a base card, say for example like an 86 rated card, and then through completing different objectives, you could then upgrade it to say a 90 rated card, 93, 94, 95. You get the point. So in Ultimate Team, in the EASPORTSFC, there is actually going to be this from the start, which is a massive bonus. The only issue with this is that it's going to be based on untradeable cards, meaning that you're going to be able to unlock the card and then complete objectives with them, similar to what we've had before. But it would have been better, in my opinion, if you could buy a card from the market and then upgrade them to whatever sort of traits and stats or whatever it may be that you wanted. It's been reported as well that over time the restrictions will change. So for example, say you got that 86 rated card, you could improve it to an 87, 88 within a few weeks, and then as the game progresses, you will be able to upgrade it to 89, 90, 91 to make sure that everything sort of stays in line. One thing that probably wouldn't be the best idea is being able to get a 99 rated player within the sort of first few weeks of FIFA, because you know for a fact that the sweats will do it very quickly. If you enjoyed this video though, make sure to drop a like on this video, and make sure to click here for any more insane leaks or just another video that I've done. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Aish.